Verse 3, a voice cries in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be lifted up, and every mountain and hill shall be made low. The uneven ground shall become level, and the rough places a plain. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. This is speaking of specifically, prophetically, actually, John the Baptist. John the Baptist would come, and when he was asked about what his ministry was, he was a man that was preparing the way for Jesus to come and do his mission. John chapter 1 says, in verse 19, and this is the testimony of John. When the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, who are you? He confessed and did not deny, but confessed, I am not the Christ. And they asked him, what are you? Are you Elijah? He said, I am not. Are you the prophet? And he answered, no. They said to him, who are you? We need to give an answer to those that sent us. What do you say about yourself? So they're asking John the Baptist, the one who would introduce Jesus coming into the world. Who are you? What are you doing here? Why are you out here telling everyone to repent? Verse 23, this is his answer. He said, I am the voice of the one crying out in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord, as the prophet Isaiah said. John the Baptist says, just like this verse in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 3, I'm this person that he's talking about. This chapter is actually talking about a person who would say these things. It's a fulfillment of prophecy in John chapter 1. But we also see, so number one, this is a fulfillment, but number two, this is a reality. We're going to see the reality. It says, prepare the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway. This is really good right here. It says this, every valley shall be lifted up, and every mountain and hill be made low. The uneven ground shall become level, and the rough places a plain. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed. So we see that the mountains that are high, the valleys that are low, the rough places will become plain. Basically, in short, Isaiah is saying everything that's up and down is going to become level. And then the glory of the Lord shall be revealed. Before God's glory, listen to this, before God's glory has to be revealed, we have to humble ourselves. If you want to see God to work in your life, personally, individually, privately, you can't be a mountain. You can't think you're all that. You can't lift yourself up and think you're prideful and you're the best. If you want to see God move, you can't think that you suck. You can't think that you're not worth it, that you're horrible. No, you have to become level. You have to see yourself in the right lens. You have to know that it's not about you. And that's when God moves. That's when the glory of the Lord, like Isaiah says, will be revealed. And this is what Calvary does. This is not something you can produce in yourself of, setting your heart in this way to see God's glory. Right? This is what happens when the cross of Christ is proclaimed and taught, and the Calvary and the blood and the suffering servant of Jesus, who was pierced for our transgressions and crushed for our iniquities, as we're going to see Isaiah says in chapter 53. Because when you put the cross at the center, every valley will be made low. Everything will become level. You see, at the foot of Calvary, everyone is level, just looking up at Jesus. Just looking at him. Just staring at him, like Psalm 27 says. David says, I want to gaze upon your beauty and inquire in your temple. Like, I don't want to do anything else. I just want to gaze upon him.